Hello and welcome back to the Crusades of the Purple Knight. This Wizard Eldritch Knight life. We just took level 9 and we are sitting here in the centre of House Phiarlan next to the Bard trainer, who you can see playing happily away. I do have one notable gear change this level, and I think it is only one, isn't it? The weapon we've swapped. We've put the Echo of Black Razor in. This comes from the White Plume Mountain quest, the level 9 quest in the Gatekeeper's Grove. And it's going to help us quite a lot because we don't yet have, and won't have for a long time, the improved critical slashing feat, because our base attack bonus as a wizard is only half of what the proper melee classes would be. So we can only take the improved critical at 15. But this weapon comes with Keen, which doubles the base critical threat range of the weapon, but does not stack with the improved critical slashing or that range of feats. So very nice for us to have. So it means that we actually have a more damaging weapon than the falchion, which crits more than our falchion was doing, because that was on an 18 to 20. And hopefully that's going to mean we get even more use out of the Pale Master core that we took, the offensive one, which does a level drain on, it says there on Vorpal, which is a 20, but it's actually on crit, so 17 to 20 we should get a level drain, so we should see that going off quite a lot, which would be nice. I'm still waiting for my next two action points to put into there. That's going to be a big deal. That's intelligence to damage. And then we probably will just forget about the Harper tree unless we decide to throw an extra point in there for +2 to hit and damage versus evil and 5 universal spell power. I think there are worse things to take than that. Okay. So pretty much as you left us, I think well, yes, I haven't done any quests since the last one, so that's easy enough to do. I literally just finished the last one and took the level 9 because we already had enough experience, I think, to do that. And I thought I'd just do this one off in Phiarlan, and then I'll probably be heading into the Isle of Dread to do that chain. Other little item I've added, that's a nice item, giving a greater heroism clickable. We could have taken the scrolls as a wizard, and we will get the spell later on, so it's not such a big deal for us, but for a class that doesn't, maybe isn't very good on UMD and doesn't get the spell, could be quite nice. These come from the Zorian Cipher in Jarasco, a level 8 quest. Just be a bit careful when hunting for them though, because the chest that they appear in, that little side room is heavily trapped. So either have a character with evasion, or I think, yeah, a character with evasion would be really nice there, because the trap is not just one, it's like a repeating trap that goes off, and it's quite nasty. Or go in there with a level, a capped level 32 character and run it on Heroic Elite and farm it like that. Nice item to have. I don't think I've added anything else. So I've kept the ferrocrystal thing as a swap in for ooze and that kind of thing. And of course I'll forget to... Oh, actually, the Black Razor thing is crystal as well. So forget that. I don't think we're going to need it, are we? So that means I can put our little spell power clickable thing back in there if I can find there. Right. So anything else? Well, spells. I haven't even taken the trouble to put them in. I looked through the level 5 ones. The two that I thought I might take were protection. Well, I've selected them here. I just haven't put them in. Do you know I'm a muppet? I didn't realise I already had these two. Let's go to a tavern and sort this mess out. I'd selected protection from elements and mind fog, thinking, well, there's not much of anything that's of any good here. Not realising that I'd already scrolled these, inscribed from scroll. So there are some half decent options for us at level 5. Right, so if we put the hold monster, we might as well have teleport on there, because I'm not that fussed about these two, I don't think. We'll put that there. Now, what's the DC on the hold monster? It's reasonable, isn't it? So that could be a Reaper stopper, couldn't it? Where am I going to put it? Let's throw it in there. I think we'd better quicken it as well, hadn't we? So that's going to be our best defense against Reapers. I think it's going to be only for use against them, because it's quite a mana drain and it's only single target. But it'll give us a good idea moving forward of how effective we're likely to be with the mass hold when that comes. Otherwise it's pretty much as we were. So I wanted to show you one of the nicer quests in the game, if I can find it. That's this one here. Now, what else do I normally... I don't think... I mean, literally, we've gone from the end of the last episode to this. So there's nothing else to show gear-wise. I have put... you can see on the bottom there, Ruby of Corrosion and Ruby of Nullification. So we've got our negative healing covered with that. And also the... acid spell power. So now we should have a choice between acid and fire, and I'm going to go with acid because that's more universally useful, I think. Right, so if you were interested in where we were at with Reaper points and all the rest of it, or gear, just check back the last episode, because literally nothing apart from the Black Razor has changed since then. So we're going to have a go at this Gwylan stand. It's quite a long quest, and I always forget to collect at least or to... no, it's not to collect, it's to put the taint or whatever it is in at least one of the boxes along the way. If you haven't seen this quest before, it's sort of in two parts. The first part requires you to go into this little network of caves. I think we're going to go in economy mode. Oh, wrong key, hang on. So we're going to do... how long does the displacement and that last now? Only 51 seconds. Is that all? Oh, that can't be right. It's a display area, that error. Let's test it. Yeah, it's a minute 42. For some reason it's not displaying... oh, it is now, but these others weren't displaying the fact that they are extended. Okay, I don't think we'll need the displacement. Yeah, acid as well against these trolls. Very nice. Look at the purple numbers there, big numbers. So the first part, as I was saying, to go and collect these 8 containers. Oh, consumed soul, black razors on the rampage. So that's 1, 2, 3. Into the water and swim to the west. I've never wielded the Black Razor before, which is a shame because it's one of the more iconic weapons in the game. Yeah, it's going off quite often, isn't it, the level drain thing now. Okay, so we've got everything. DDO is handy here to get back to the start without having to go through all the cave network again. A bit of a boss fight coming here. Oh! Get this caster sorted out. Right, what did they give me? Enfeeblement. Let's get the stone skin back on. Do you know, I'm forgetting to put the extra damage on as well. The angles that I went into the harper tree for. I'm gonna have to really pick and choose what we spend the spell points on, because this is a long old quest and I'm not sure how many shrines we're gonna get. I think there are a few spread out. We can at least afford the heal, can't we? The ticking heal. Damage wise we seem to be doing nicely enough. I think this business with these consumed souls, oh, it's telling you there that, oh, the more of these souls we consume, I think up to a maximum of 5. Do they give us 1 hit and damage for each one? Does it say? Stealer of souls. Oh, just draining 1 level. I think, oh yes, it says there, blah blah. Each defeated soul grants you 1 to melee power and 1 bonus to damage. Yeah, that's quite nice. But it's on a sort of only a reasonably short duration, so you've got to keep moving if you want to keep that bonus going. So it seems like we have 2 ways to drain a level now, with this undead enhancement that we've got from the Pale Master tree, and also now the Black Razor's doing level drain, it would seem.
Another section of the ruins, overgrown by the jungle, features a set of stairs leading up to.
That's what happens when there's a key you're trying to press and it's still on cooldown. So just to save mana, and because we seem to be hammering quite a lot of the stuff here anyway, I'm not doing too much on the crowd control side at the moment.
Continues down into the ruins. Guttural voices and light, airy voices of the elves reverberate from deep within the structure.
I think we should probably do something here, shouldn't we? So, these are our objectives. We've got to pour the
Your eyes sting as you
powder
pour the
into
grey
all of these
powder into
crates
the
that
Thorani
have these
supply
little
crates.
symbols on.
Your eyes sting as you pour the grey powder into the Thorani supply crates.
Need to keep remembering to click on this this know the angles. If you didn't know, the know the angles from the harper tree is giving us half of our intelligence modifier bonus to damage, which at the present moment, well, let's call it 12, so 6, which is not not too shabby, provided I remember to click the bloody thing. I've just gone completely the wrong way there, haven't I? Well done, matey. Oh, this could hurt. Yeah. Yeah, those flame strike things, they're a bit painful. So best to try and keep moving when you see those cleric caster types. You usually get a little flame appear on top of them, some kind of indication that you're about to be the recipient of one of those spells. A nice bit of lag there, I think so. Oh my god, a lot, big bit of lag. Okay. As long as it didn't lead to a death. We'll splash out on some crowd control for this area. Oh, now there's a big guy in the middle. I was gonna try our hold spell on him. It failed miserably. I don't know if it's because the Minotaur can't be held, has spell resistance or what, but nothing happened there, did it? Oh, come out of there. Immune. Oh, another bonus of the undead. Immune to poison. So we're pretty good, aren't we? We're immune to level drain, immune to poison. We don't have the problem with breathing underwater or running out of breath underwater. We seem to be immune to disease, or most forms anyway. Immune to hold type spells. So it's pretty much happy days on that score. Okay. Now, did we get both there? Yes. Don't walk back through the traps. I wonder if the hold spell would work on a mimic. I should have tried that. How much longer do we have on our buffs? We've still got a reasonable amount of time, I think. At least on the longer ones. We're not too far from the end, so let's splash out a bit.
More supplies have been stowed beneath an outcropping down the stairs ahead. Still more are visible straight ahead on this Surafos clips a slimy
Oh,
claw
failed the hold on him as well.
You have slain a mercenary lieutenant.
So far,
Your eyes stain
what's our DC on that? 37. That's not terrible for this level content. Bit disappointed we haven't managed to hold anything. Maybe we've chosen the wrong targets to try it on. Two left, and those last two are inside the final area. But there is another. I think we have to kill this character up here. Can't just run past him. Just be very careful with this trap on here. If you stand on the extreme left hand side, you'll be alright there.
unit to form up and engage your force.
Oh, hey up. Chests galore. Okay, going towards the final. Oh, I better get rid of these because I think they've seen us. Going towards the final area, so let's do the last set of buffs. Now this area is trapped. There's quite a few of these cold traps on here. Although undead are immune, I think, to cold, aren't they? That would be interesting to know. Should we test that out? Oh, they fire once only. There might be some more down here. I have a feeling I might not have taken any damage against those if I'd have tested it. I've doubled up the death auras because I could see we were taking some hammer there. Tried the negative energy burst there because we really took some hammer. So very much like our druid in the last life, the Blightcaster, with these ticking type of heals. When they're alright when it's just sort of steady away damage, but when we get sort of spiky stuff there, like we get surrounded and the heavier damage starts coming in, that's when we start to struggle. That's when this neg energy burst should come to our rescue, and it did do, you know, a bit better, but we were still struggling a bit for health, weren't we? Maybe it's just me being bad. Anyway, we got through. So as mentioned, the one big development there was the arrival of the Black Razor sword. And yes, I plan to go on now and do the whole of the Isle of Dread chain, which should see us comfortably to the next level. Plenty of experience to be made in there. And as I mentioned, we're going to try and take the intelligence to damage in the Harper tree. And the next focus after that will be to bolster our negative healing amp in here, I think, because as you've just seen, we could have done with a bit more a bit more on the ticking heel during that end fight. Right, I think that just about wraps it up. We're standing here in the middle of Phiarlan getting soaked to the skin. Thank you very much as always for looking, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Take care.